Hello, hello, and welcome back to another beautiful Tier List Thursday. Again, I did not mean to be gone for a whole week, but as you can tell, my voice is back to normal. I'm not sniffling directly into the microphone. I had to heal up, you know. The Gen 6 video, stream, whatever, was an embarrassment. Sorry, I was looking at something for class. The stream last week was an absolute embarrassment, and I shouldn't have done it. If I'm being so for real, I should have just saved Gen 6 for this week. But what's done is done. I cannot change the past, unfortunately, as much as I would like to. More streams happening soon. I promise for sure this time, hopefully, I'm going to stream Donkey Kong tomorrow. I don't have class most of the day, so I'm going to try and start earlier and do like a nice big long stream to get back into it. Then I'm gonna be gone for the weekend again. Just some personal stuff came up that I gotta go away for the weekend for. Hopefully we'll be back Monday to do a big long stream, either Donkey Kong or Dave the Diver or something along those lines. And then after that, you know, we'll have to see how the school schedule shakes out. But I'm getting back into the rhythm, you know, getting back into the rhythm of homeworking and whatnot. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know if my audio sounds weird to you, but it does sound weird to me because I'm using earbuds instead of my usual headphones. My mic is still the same, but my headphones, unfortunately, their time has come to move on to that great audio store up in the sky. So that's another project for the weekend, is I'm going to get new headphones, I guess. But neither here nor there. Hopefully the audio doesn't sound weird. If it does, well, it does. It won't be worse than me sniffling and coughing into the microphone. I think that's all I really have to talk about. Besides, I don't know, stuff and whatnot. Is there anything else we have here? I don't know. I can't think of any more announcements / talking point. Oh wait, yes I can. I said it before, but that information became outdated because I lost the plot on the old script I was making. But new main channel video. Main channel is not dead yet entirely. It will be coming soonish, hopefully-ish, maybe-ish. I'm working on the script. Script is not yet done. I would say it's about like 70% there. But yeah, 70% there on the script. We'll see how long it takes me to edit, because editing fucking sucks and I hate doing it. But I don't know, maybe I can Stockholm myself into loving it with this project. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be more edited than the other video I made, the Guilty Gear one, because it's less of a review and more of a discussion, so I can insert memes and everything and all that. So that's going to be awesome sauce. So without any further ado, let's get right back into the tier listing with Gen 7. And I'm going to quickly pull up my music once again, because I need I need some music. Wait, what was that article? Oh, I lost it. Okay. Firefox had an article that looked chicanerous, but I lost it. It's gone. Let's see here. Okay. Today, I'm going to listen to a nostalgic Pokemon playlist, 8 hours of relaxing music to work, study to, by Farm Life Gaming. We'll see if they're as good as Twin Leaf Lullaby. We'll see. You're on thin ice, Mr. Farm Life Gaming. If you can be as good as Twin Leaf, then we can talk. Alright. Now let's see here. Rowlet. Rowlet is, you know, it's just a call. It's a... Man, this is loud. Hold on. Can't hear myself think, I feel like. Okay. That's already a point off for Farm Life Gaming here, is this loud music, unless I go like that. Maybe I just need to take like an earbud out or something so I can hear myself think. Because I'm looking at my levels, and my levels seem fine. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna take an earbud out, and that way it'll be a little quieter. So Rowlet. Just kind of, you know, it's fun. The only, or not the only. Oh god, there's something in my throat. Okay. One of the only starter Pokemon to have a dual type. I think Bulbasaur also had poison, but Rowlet is one of the few to have a second type, being the flying type. So that's really cool. It's also cute and circular and ball shaped. You know, like, I don't know if this is actually one of the influences or not, but I'm gonna make something up right now. I would love to play volleyball with Rowlet as the ball. You know, like, I would spike the shit out of Rowlet. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put Rowlet above I'm gonna put it above Hisui and Growlithe. Then Dartrix. As far as middle evolutions go, Dartrix is alright. You know, it's kind of odd. I don't know how I feel about the closed eyes, but it's alright. The tuft of hair is kind of cute. You know, it's kind of got like a rich kid hairstyle, you know, like the Ultimate Spider-Man Peter Parker hairstyle. Which actually, getting reminded of Ultimate Spider-Man, maybe an L. I'll put it above Pancham. I like Dartrix's colors a lot too. That specific shade of brown is just really appealing to me. I don't know why. Sorry, I had to chug down some juice real quick. Then we got Decidueye, and like, genuinely, and now that we're at one of the final stages, genuinely, I think Alola is the first region to go 3 for 3 like this since Hoenn. Like, every single one of these Pokemon is a fucking banger, bro. They're all really good. Decidueye goes absolutely crazy. I love the, like, hooded archer vibe. It getting Ghost is super cool. Only starter to change types, which is interesting. But, like, the hooded archer vibe is super cool. It's super badass. I love Decidueye. He's cool. I'll give it an A+. Is it better than Superior, though? That is the question. Is Superior my favorite grass starter? Outside of Torterra. I think I ranked Torterra higher, right? Yeah, Torterra. Torterra is my favorite grass starter. So is Superior my second favorite grass starter? I think the answer is no. I think I like Decidueye more. Decidueye goes crazy. I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna put it below Milotic. That's what I feel about it. Decidueye goes crazy. The vibes are insane. Now, Hisuian Decidueye, I think it's a lot worse. I think the colors are a bit too much, you know? I see what they're going for, you know? It's supposed to be more autumny, but I think the colors should have been a little bit more drab, you know? Because, like, it's a really bright red. Like, a really bright red. Like, it's... Like, look at its red next to Incineroar's red. Its red is more, like, vibrantly red than Incineroar's red, which is pretty wild. I think it should have been... A, it should have been a little bit more orange, and B, it should have been a little bit more... A little bit more drowned out, you know? A little bit drabber to be more autumnal for me. That being said, I still like it. It's the only, like, truly autumn Pokemon, you know? I mean, sure, you've got Sawsbuck, I guess, but, like, who the fuck gives a shit about Sawsbuck, you know? I don't. So, I'm gonna put it... I'm gonna put it above the Goo Gang here and below, Puff. And that's going to be that. Because I like what they're going for. The fighting type's also cool. I like the typing. And I understand what they're going for. And what they're going for is cool. But I just don't vibe with its colors as much as I think I could. I could vibe with the colors more. Litten. Litten is a small cat. That is for sure. A rather cute small cat. So I'll put it below Eevee because I'm more of a dog person than a cat person. I'm not gonna lie. Then Torracat. Just kind of bigger cat. It's kind of all I gotta say for it. It's just a bigger cat. I'll put it below Liepard because I think Liepard's a better, bigger cat. I don't know. Torracat just doesn't do a lot for me. You know? It just really doesn't. Then Incineroar! To the moon! We love Incineroar. I don't care if people wanted it to be on two legs. I don't care. I don't care. Incineroar is awesome. Incineroar is the best Pokemon in Smash, bar none. So fun to play. It's got so much personality. I love it. I love it so much. Not more than Magneton though. But I love Incineroar. Incineroar is awesome. Just such a cool Pokemon. Like, a wrestler cat. Genuinely so cool. I love Incineroar. Then Poplio. Poplio is alright. Maybe doing a seal is cool. I like seals. It's just kind of fugly, you know? Like Machop kind of fugly. So I'm gonna rank it by Machop, except a little bit above Machop because I like the clown nose. Or I guess it's supposed to be more of a sea lion than a seal. Then Brionne. Brionne, I don't like Brionne. I'm not gonna lie. Brionne is a pretty, like, they've been breaking out of the ugly middle stages a little bit in recent gens. They broke right back into them in Gen 8, but Gen 6 and 7, they kind of broke out of, like, the ugly middle stages a bit. Brion unfortunately does not. It's just kind of ugly. I do not like it. Primarina is a beautiful creature, though. I love Primarina. Cool ass mermaid Pokemon. I don't think it's as good as Incineroar, but would I say it's as good as the Decidueye? Is the question. I don't know. I like them both. They're kind of equal for me, so I'm gonna put Primarina under Decidueye for now, because I think I like Decidueye's like influences more as being more like the Robin Hood type. But they definitely go back and forth. They definitely go back and forth. Man, it takes... We're getting to the point where scrolling is taking too long, guys. It's taking a little bit too much. Picky Peck. I think this is the only normal bird type they've done since Gen... or the only normal... only full normal bird line they've done since Gen 6. Which is... odd? I don't know. It could have definitely stood to be like... I don't know. I wouldn't say steel, because Corviknight's so much cooler. I don't know what type it would have been besides normal, but... I don't know. They could have figured something out. They could have introduced the sound type. Picky Peck is just kind of a little burb. Little burb. I don't think it's as bad as these little burbs. But... where's Finnegan at? Or not Finnegan, Fletchling at? I feel similarly to Fletchling as I do about Picky Peck. I don't know. I cannot find Fletchling. It is a needle in a haystack. So I'm going to rank it above Braviary and call it a day. Trumbeak. It's just bigger bird. It's just bigger bird. I like how triangular its head is. That's kind of funny. I'll rank it, I'll rank it ahead of Fletchender. Then finally, Toucannon. This is just a toucan, except it launches like ballistic shots from its beak, and that's hilarious. So I'm gonna put it above the key ring. So now let's see here, Yungoos. I like what they're going for with Yungoos, you know? It's supposed to be like a Japanese delinquent. Which, that's why the hair is blonde, by the way, because in Japan, delinquents dye their hair blonde. That's like a genuine thing. I played Persona once, so I know all this stuff now. And I don't know, I just like its face, you know? It's so mad. Like, why is bro so mad? What did they do to bro? So I don't know, I'll rank it there. I just kind of like its face. Anyways, do I need to elaborate? I think we all know what I'm saying with this. I think we all know the statement that is being made by this picture right here. I think we do. No need to elaborate further. Grubbin! Grubbin. It's just kind of a fun name to say. Grubbin. I can be the new Grubbin voice actor, guys. If Pokemon needs a new Grubbin voice actor, give me a call. Give me a call. I'm your guy. I'm your guy. I will be the Grubbin VA. The new and improved Grubbin VA. That one, Pyro Noob. I'll just go when they make Pokepark 3, guys. Pokepark 3 for the Nintendo Switch 2. It's happening. Trust me. My uncle works for Nintendo. And when they make Pokepark 3 and Grubbin is a Pokemon in Pokepark 3, that's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the Grubbin in Pokepark 3 who just goes Grubbin. That's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. Trust. My uncle works at Nintendo, guys. You gotta believe me. You gotta believe me. Anyways, for this headcanon that I invented entirely now, I'm gonna put Grubbin above Vibrava. Grubbin. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the Grubbin. I will be the Grubbin. When somebody opens the door and gets shot, you think that's me? No. I am the Grubbin. Anyways, Charger Bug. Charger Bug's also really funny. I love Charger Bug. It's just an iPad charger. They just made a brick that you plug your iPad into and made it a bug and called it a day. And that's hilarious. That's awesome. I love his little face. He's funny. I'm putting him an A+. He's funny. I'm gonna put him above. He's a fellow cubular shaped guy, Crustle. Then we have Vikavolt. Vikavolt is really cool. Like, really cool. It's a shame it has garbage speed. Like, actually, dog water doo-doo garbage speed. But Vikavolt is still cool. So I'm gonna put him there. Here in A+. Then we have Crabrawler. I like Crabrawler. He's just a silly little crab trying to make his way in a world of Mike Tyson Punch-Out. You know? You got to fight Donkey Kong and Punch-Out for the Wii. All I'm saying is put Crabrawler in the next Punch-Out game. My boy deserves it. I'm gonna put him above Krabby. Crabrawler can be the superior crab. Anyways, hot take time. I actually really like Crabominable, you know? He's just a silly little ice-type crab guy, you know? Like, he doesn't deserve all the hate. He doesn't. He's a nice guy once you get to know him. So what if he has a stupid face? I've got a stupid face too. That just makes him relatable. He's just a relatable Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, I just like him. I can't explain what it is about this creature that I like. I just like him. And you can't really see in this picture, so I'm gonna pull up another one, a full picture of this man. Like, look at him. He's so happy. He's just happy to be here. Like, how can you hate this guy? He's so cool. I like him. And I don't care that Loxton and Noggin say that he sucks. I do not care. I like him. He's cool. He's funny. He's just trying his best, okay? He's just trying his best. Shut up, Sir Musty. You're not supposed to be here. Now, Oricorio. Which Oricorio should I rank? I think I know the one I'm going to rank. It's gotta be this one. I've mentioned TCG Pocket a couple of times. You know why it's gotta be this one. This thing was an absolute menace. It still is an absolute menace. which is inherently kind of funny. That Oricorio is goated. It's the same reason I like Starmie. For some reason, they just made Starmie goated, and that's funny. And for some reason, they just made Oricorio goated, and that's funny. Oricorio can go there. I like it a lot. Now, after Oricorio, Cutie Fly. I like Cutie Fly. You know, if they're gonna do like a bug fairy, this is like how they do it, right? It's just a cute little butterfly adjacent type creature. Honestly, low-key, if Masquerin wasn't water type, Masquerin should have gotten fairy type, now that I'm looking at it. While holding Cutie Fly in my hands. I'm gonna put Cutie Fly... I'm gonna put it right there. I like Cutie Fly. It's cute. Do I show the clip? I think I showed the clip. I think I showed the clip. Pause. Music. Rip. Zombie. Hold on, I gotta delete this. This is actually an atrocious video. Rabambi. This is the genuinely one of the funniest clips ever. I wish this guy still streamed. I think he quit.
This Dragon Ball Z ass move he's about to use, bro. Light that burns the sky. Rabambi, please survive, please. If this Rabambi actually survives this shit, go status, go
this
status.
This is such a funny clip.
What is going on right now, man? Rabambi!
Rabambi!
Please don't kill it, bro. Oh my god! Is that a spirit bomb? It might be good though.
Rabambi!
Dragon Ball Z ass.
It's so good. It's so good. I love that clip. Rabambi! I quote that so much. Like every time something happens, and I can't even describe it why I quote it all the time, but I genuinely do just say Rabambi all the time. It's so good. It's so good. For that, Rabambi's gotta go an A+. It's gotta. I love Rabambi for that clip. That is such a good clip. Rabambi! Oh, me. Rockruff! Cute dog. Cute dog. What the dog doing? What the dog doing? It's a cute little dog. You know, you can't go wrong with that. Cuter than Lillipup, I'd say. Lillipup's head is just too large, you know? It's too chibi-ified. Rockruff's is like an actual dog. Like, that's just what a dog looks like. You know what I mean? So it's cuter to me, because it's not, like, trying to be cute. Which Lycanroc do I rank? Ooh. I'm gonna rank Midnight. Lycanroc is such a cool concept. You know, it's like a werewolf, where you get different forms depending on the time of day. Like, genuinely cool. It's basically just cooler Zoroark in my eyes. Like, Lycanroc is genuinely just cooler Zoroark to me. This is what Zoroark could have been if Zoroark was badass. You know what I mean? Wishy-Washy, I'm gonna rank School Wishy-Washy. Again, really cool concept, you know? Having it so that it's just a wimpy-ass fish that's garbage by itself, and then they, like, form together into a giant monster. Because, you know, like, fish do that, you know? They have schools. The schools of fish. Genuinely such a cool concept. I really like Wishy-Washy. Probably one of the best fish Pokemon they've ever made. And probably will ever make. I love Wishy-Washy. Yeah, that's really all I have to say about it. Gen 7, ever since Gen 7, say what you will about the quality of the games, but they've been cooking on the designs ever since Gen 7. Like, they take such great care to implement all these cool social things, cultural things in the regions they do. It's so cool. Marini. So Marini and Toxapex are going to be really the only line of Pokemon that I rank really high and also rank right next to each other, because genuinely I think they're both super cool, but I think they're super cool for different reasons, and I struggle to decide which is better. So they get to be right next to each other because they both do things that I like. And I'm gonna put Toxapex over Marini just because I have a Toxapex plush and I do not have a Marini plush. So that's the reason Toxapex is going higher right now. But really they're interchangeable because they both do things I like. Because like Marini, I like that it looks like a little creature, a little gremlin, and that the enemy is more like hair. You know, I like that. And then, but within Toxapex, the enemy's like a fucking tank, and it's the little gremlin's an even smaller little gremlin that's like attached to the tank. It's awesome. They're both really cool. I think both of them are awesome. So they both get an S from me. Mudbray. It's just kind of a donkey. Its eyes look stupid, as in the Pokemon looks like it would fail the 3rd grade. So, there you go. It can be... Electric also looks like it failed the 3rd grade, so it can be with Electric. But beyond that, it is just kind of a donkey. And then Mudsdale, obviously, you know, it gets a little bit more spice. It gets dreads! Mule dreads! It's awesome sauce. We love the dreads. I'm gonna put it above Go-Goat. Actually, I'm gonna put it above Stantler. Go-Goat's still the goat. I like it. I like Go-Goat more. And then Dewpider. Dewpider looks like a Mario enemy. I know I say that a lot, but Dewpider really does just look like something I would smush in Mario Galaxy. You know what I mean? Like, I would absolutely crush this guy in like buoy-based Galaxy. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna, for that, I guess I will put it above Geodude. And then Araquanid. Really cool. Really cool Pokemon. It's a spider with dewdrops all over it. It's got 6 legs instead of 8 for some reason. Don't know why that is. But hey, really cool. And the way it skitters, it skitters pretty crazy like. I've got arachnophobia. Araquanid is like nearly to the point of being able to like make me uncomfortable, but it's not quite there. So I appreciate Pokemon for not making a Pokemon that like triggers my arachnophobia. Cause the skittering is what does it for me, you know? I can see a spider and be fine, but as soon as it starts moving, I'm like, kill that fucker. So yeah, I do like Araquanid though. Pretty cool. Pretty pog. Then Fomantis. Fomantis is just like what even is Fomantis? It's just kind of a small creature with things on it. I don't even know. Like, I get Lurantis, it's like a praying mantis. Fomantis, it does not look like a praying mantis. It looks like a Hello Kitty, like a rejected Hello Kitty thing. I'm gonna put it below Slurpuff, the other rejected Hello Kitty thing. Lurantis though is really cool. You know, it's like Karate Master Kung Fu Praying Mantis. That's pretty awesome. Its head kind of reminds me of an axolotl in a weird way. I don't know if anybody else gets those vibes, but I do. So, there you go. Also, Lurantis costs like $250 to own a plush of. Don't know why. Don't know who's paying $250 for a plush of Lurantis. Genuinely would think like, I don't know, one of the Ultra Beasts or fucking a random Silvally or I don't know, Drampa would be worth more, or Mimikyu, but no, it's Lorantis. Lord knows why. Anyways, which one? This is Morlul. This one's Morlul. I get a lot of these lines. I get their names backwards. I've been grinding the Pokemon quiz though, so I'm don't think I'm gonna do that anymore much. But these two, it's like Morlul, Shiinotic. You know, they're both mushrooms. They're mushroom fairy guys. Morlul though, I like a lot. It's really cute. It's got like that Fey element that the fairy type needs. You know, I wouldn't say it's as cute as Fungus. I like Fungus a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. Fungus is a little cuter. It's the nose. Fungus's nose is just cute. Shiinotic looks creepy though. Its face looks like a creepypasta. It looks like a creepypasta. It shouldn't look like that. It looks like somebody edited out its real face to make the Shiinotic creepypasta the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon that they got at a garage sale for $2 that said "Do not play" on the cartridge, and they played it anyways. And then Shiinotic came out of the game and killed them in real life. That's what Shiinotic looks like. So actually, I've convinced myself to put it in C because I do not want Shiinotic to come out of the game and kill me in real life. Then Salandit. Salandit is just a small little salamander creature. So I'll put it above Heliolisk. Is this No, this is Helioeptile. Again, I get their names backwards. Helioeptile and Heliolisk are sort of forgettable. Salandit is also forgettable, but it's slightly less forgettable because it's black and red, which is a good color palette. I almost messed with Serena. Salazzle is an odd creature. I'm going to give it an A tier. Above Mischievous. I will say I was gonna say I like that it's a Pokemon that can only evolve if it's a certain gender, but then I remembered Vespiquen existed, and Vespiquen did it way better, kind of. So, yeah. Salazzle's going down, actually, for not being Vespiquen. Because Vespiquen did it first. I'll still put it above Toxicroak, though. But, like, once you get past the, like, what it's doing with its pose, why it's doing that is beyond me. Look, the Markiplier clip will forever be relevant there with Salazzle. But once you get past that, it's just kind of a nothing burger. It may be the first fire poison type, but also I don't care. So whatever, I guess. Also, hold on. No, I'm gonna rant about it now because I just remembered. Because now Salazzle's going even further down. You're lucky I remembered because now I get to drop it even lower. Because fuck it. Salazzle, for some godforsaken reason, has a stupid amount of cards in TCG Pocket. Like, I don't know. Like, genuinely, it felt like a new Salazzle got added with every deck. From, like, Genetic Apex to the Sun and Moon one. Like, hold on, let me look up. How many Salazzle cards in TCG Pocket? 4 different cards. 4 different cards. Why? And none of them are good. They all do basically the same thing. You would never use a fucking Salazzle in any deck ever. Why does it have 4 cards. Why? Chandelure doesn't have 1. Chandelure does not have 1, and Salazzle has 4. Why? It's so stupid. I don't understand why they like Salazzle so much. Genuinely don't. Like, look, I understand. They put Pikachu and Eevee in every deck. I'm pretty sure there's a Pikachu card and an Eevee card in every deck. I get it. Pikachu and Eevee are the mascots of the series. Everybody loves them. Nobody gives a shit about Salazzle. Nobody cares. Why is Salazzle in 4 decks? And, like, 4 decks may sound like a small amount. 4 decks may sound small. But, hold on. How many decks in TCG Pocket? No, that's 15 personal deck. I want how many? Okay, how many packs? How many packs in TCG Pocket? Shut the. How many expansions? They're called expansions. I wish Google could just read my mind. 6 expand. There's not. Genetic Apex, Mythical Island, Space Time, right? Triumphant Light. No, they're missing them. They're missing some. Oh my god. Okay, here's the list. Promo A doesn't count, by the way. Promo A is just like the cards that they add, like for single stuff, you know. Promo A doesn't count. I'm only counting the ones that you are like a daily open. So Genetic Apex, Mythical Island, Space-Time Smackdown, Triumphant Light, Shining Revelry, Celestial Guardians, Extra Dimensional, Eevee, Wisdom Sea Sky, Secluded Springs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 packs. Note one of them released today. Just by the way, one of them released today. Like, literally as I'm streaming. So 9 packs, and in 9 of these packs, 4 of them had Salazzle in them. 10 of these packs, 4 of them had Salazzle in them. That is 40% of all the packs in the game. You can get a fucking Salazzle. Why? Why? Who likes Salazzle? Who on the Pokemon TCG Pocket dev team likes Salazzle this much? Genuine question. Genuine question, who likes Salazzle this much? So, that's my rant about Salazzle. Get this Pokemon out of TCG Pocket. Not even an annoying card. Genuinely nobody uses it. And that's what makes it worse. Because it's like, if you're gonna add the Pokemon 4 times, at least make a version of the card that's fucking usable. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many other fire types we could have added. But no, fucking Salazzle. We could have added Centiskorch. Oh wait, Centiskorch is already in the game. Never mind. Let me find some other 2-stage evolution fire types. We could have added Scovillain. But no, Salazzle. Terrible. Terrible world we live in. Anyway, Stuffle. Stuffle's pretty cute. Moving on. Where would a pretty cute Stuffle go? I'm sniffling into the microphone again, I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop. Conscious effort starts now. Not doing it. Where's Teddy Ursa? Because just kind of a cuter Teddy Ursa, right? Like, there's Teddy Ursa. These the bears. The bars. I feel way more about Stuffle than a lot of the things the bars are under. Oh, hey, there's Fletchling. I'll put it above Dwebble. That's how I feel about Stuffle. It's just kind of cute. And that's it. Beware, though. I love Beware. It's just a cool Pokemon. It's awesome to get in Smash. one of the best Pokeballs you can get in Smash, because it just like uppercuts the opponent into oblivion and they just die in real life. Awesome sauce. I'm putting it above slacking. It can join the fat fuck club. It's not really a fat fuck, but it can be honorary, you know? Bound Sweet. What to say about Bound Sweet? It's literally just a berry with tiny legs. Like, that's literally all it. It's just a fruit that has small legs. I guess it can go above Cherim because it's happy and Cherim's sad. Actually, Cherim's happy 50% of the time, so I guess it can go below Cherim. Steenie. Steenie is when the line actually becomes better. I like Steenie. It's cute. You know, where's Curlia actually? It reminds me a lot of Curlia. Where did I put Curlia? Actually, Curlia's down here, right? And then yeah, Curlia's down here with Gothorita. Okay, yeah, I think this is fair. I think Steenie is the best of these though, because it's like happy. It's got a smile on its face. And you know, if you smile at somebody, then they'll smile back, and the world becomes a better place. I don't know why it became Sean Connery. That wasn't Sean Connery at all, actually. I don't know what I was doing. Serena! I knew a girl named Serena. Obviously wasn't spelled like this. I like Serena. It's just, you know... just... I'm gonna hate myself for saying this. This genuinely might go down as one of the worst things I ever say in my life, but like, it's just the Slay Queen Pokemon, and that's awesome. I do like Serena though. I don't know why. It's just like the mean girl vibes are just in an interesting direction to take with this Pokemon. You know, I wouldn't have made this. If I was in charge of Pokemon, I would not have made the little fruit guy evolve into a high school cheerleader. But hey, that's what makes me not in charge, I guess. Comfey, just kind of Klefki, but worse. You know, because like Klefki, I get it. It's a key. It's a ring of keys. Comfey is a lay, which is cool because, you know, Hawaii. I like Hawaii. But where is Klefki? Didn't I rank something right by Klefki recently? Oh, there it is. But I think Klefki has just the better design overall. You know, this is just kind of a ring of flowers with a guy on the front, which, you know, I guess, to be fair, that's a lei is just a ring of flowers, but I don't know, I feel like we could have gone somewhere else with it. Like, I don't know, have a Pokemon that's just wearing a lei, but I don't know. I just think Klefki's a little better. Now, Oranguru. Oranguru. I like him. He's decent. Alpharad described him best when he called him the long-lost Kong. I can see it. You know? Call him like Psycho Kong. Or maybe not. That sounds a little bit too mean. Call him like Mystic Kong. Mysticong. Mysticong. I like that. Mysticong. And you have something on your hands there. Alright. So I think he can go... Above Crawdon. That's what's calling to me right now. Above Crawdon. And then Passimian. Initially I would have said Passimian's worse. But I like using it in TCG Pocket. And I like the idea of just the soccer Pokemon. You know? They just work as a team. A big old team of Passimians. Passing that there ball around. Or I guess it's supposed to be a melon. But I like him. He's just kind of fun. Passing his melon around. Playing soccer. Look at that monkey go. I'll put him below Yen Mega. Then we've got Wimpod. Wimpod's kind of like a new age Magikarp, but it doesn't really work in the same way Magikarp did, you know? Like, Magikarp is designed so perfect. There it is. Magikarp is designed in such a perfect way to be as pathetic as possible. But Wimpod, it feels, it's not quite the same. So I'm dropping him below Surskit, because I still like him. He does hit kind of the patheticness enough for me to like him. But he's not as, like, hilariously pathetic as Magikarp. Then Golisopod. I love Golisopod. He's so cool. That one clip from the anime, which I'm not going to show because it's not, like, super important to me liking him, because Golisopod is cool, even beyond that. But that one clip from the anime where Golisopod just retreats into the ball and then sends out Scizor into a fire-type move, a 4 times effective fire-type move, is insane. Golisopod does not care. He just... Golisopod's gonna do whatever it takes to survive. He does not care. And I respect that. I respect the hustle. Sandygast. Oh my god, they have all the alchemies. Sandygast. It's a pile of sand. But it's kind of a cute pile of sand. I'm gonna put it above your mask. No! Below your mask. Yes, below your mask. Palossand. You know, I really like this Pokemon. A lot of people would probably dislike it because it's just a sandcastle. But I don't know, I think it's cool that it's like a haunted sandcastle. I think that's interesting. So I'm gonna bump it up to an A+. Below the sorties. Then Pyukumuku, another fun Pokemon to use in Smash. You know, you get it from the Pokeball and it's a lot of fun. That being said, it's kind of gross if you think about it. Like, it's puking up its insides and hitting you with them. Like, if I was in the Pokemon world, I would not have a Pyukumuku. I just would not. I'm gonna put him below Basculin, because Basculin's also kind of gross. Then Type Null. I almost said Silvally, but this is Type Null. Type Null's decent. I like the idea of, like, a man-made artificial Chimera Pokemon. You know, because they've done artificial Pokemon with, like, Genesect and Mewtwo. But those have both been, like, directly clones of something. Mewtwo's obviously like a clone of Mew, and then I have my game theory that Genesect is a clone of Kabutops, but Genesect is also like clearly just one species of Pokemon that they remade and then gave cybernetic augmentation to, right? But so this applies to Silvally too. But Type Null and Silvally are supposed to be like these chimera where they're studying like, oh, well, what if we could give a Pokemon one of each type? That's cool. I like that concept. A little over-designed, so it's not going to go super duper high, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. I'm put it below Hawlucha. Oh yeah, Hawlucha's Mega got revealed today. It's pretty cool. It's pretty dope. They're ramping up with the megas, you know. Wasn't too sure about Dragonite till I saw some fan art. Victory Bell, I was pretty sure about. I liked him. And then Hawlucha, that became an instant classic. People are going to be talking about Mega Hawlucha for years to come. But, tangent aside. Then Silvally. Silvally... Man, they just copied Arceus's gimmick, didn't they? That's kind of just what they did with Silvally. It's just Arceus's gimmick, but again... which, I know some people say, oh, well, that makes Silvally feel not special because it's copying Arceus, or that makes Arceus feel not special because now something else has the gimmick, and the god of the Pokemon world doesn't have its gimmick anymore. As a person who does not care for Arceus anyways, I don't care that they jump scare. Thank you, Midday2345 for the follow. Appreciate you. But yeah, as somebody who... Yep, tier list check. I'll scroll through it slowly. I'm not going to go over everything, because obviously there's not... Or there is a lot here. I'm not listing over 600 Pokemon's names. Just not doing it. But this is what we got so far. A lot of things, a lot of things, a lot of guys and gals. See any wacky things? Any true craziness, or does it look decent enough? Thank you. I try my best. Obviously the middle tiers are kind of interchangeable with each other, because, you know, it's like over 100 Pokemon in one tier. I'm not gonna be physically able to order them all in a 100% accurate way 100% of the time. I just go with gut feeling for the tier list. I'm like, oh, hey, this guy kind of feels like he should be lower than this guy. Anyways, Silvally, like I said, as a non-Arceus enjoyer, as somebody who's never really cared for Arceus, I also do not care that Arceus's gimmick got stolen, and it got stolen by a Pokemon more deserving of it. I like the Chimera thing way more than God. So, Silvally's still kind of fugly, so I'm not gonna rank it too high, but I'll put it up in upper echelon of B tier for doing the gimmick better, superior way. Now, Minior was the first Pokemon where all of its forms are kind of just aesthetic. Well, I guess that's not true. Furfrou exists. And Vivillon. Never mind, I'm just making stuff up. Minior is a Pokemon that exists. The forms don't do anything, they're just kind of there for aesthetic, you know? But I kind of like that. I like that there's a Pokemon where it's just, okay, these are different colored Pokemon, go wild, you know? Sure, you had like Vivillon and the Florges line and Furfrou, but apart from the Florges line, Vivillon and Furfrou are just like, they all have separate designs. Like, you could have a reason beyond just color for liking a Vivillon design or a Furfrou design. But with Minior, it's just like, okay, I like red. I'll have the red one. Beyond that, though, there's not really much to Minior. They could have done something and have it like evolve into Solrock and Lunatone. Like it could have been the Tyrogue. But also I've made my stance on baby Pokemon clear, so I guess I'm glad they didn't do that. Since at least Minior feels separate now. It's its own man. It's its own man. Put it below Dedenne. Below Dedenne in the B tier. It's alright. Its shiny is really good. I don't really care about shinies much. Shinies don't really affect this list at all. But Minior's shiny is pretty cool. Kamala. Kamala's like in contention for most forgettable Pokemon for me. For sure. Like it's just a sleeping koala bear. Which, you know, cool, yeah, koala bears sleep in real life. I get the reference. But sure is a sleeping koala bear. I think there's not much else to say about it. And being a single stage definitely does not help its memorability, because the single stage evolutions, they're either some of the best in the series or some of the most forgettable, and there's never any in between. And Kamala definitely falls on the forgettable side. So I'm going to put it above Cupchew. That's how I feel for now about Kamala. Turtonator. Now we're doing a little bit better with Turtonator. I like the shield. The big old shield on its back works for like a turtle type dragon thing. I don't know. I don't know what Turtonator's supposed to be, man. I just don't. Looks cool though. I'll put it below Heliolisk. Heliolisk. I hate the name of that Pokemon, man. They really need to update that to be Heliolisk instead of Heliolisk. So hard to say. No, it's not hard to say. Togedemaru. Rolls right off the tongue. Gonna give it a good old Togedemaru. As far as Pikachu clones go, it's okay, I guess. It's Steel type, so that's something. That automatically makes it one of the better ones, I guess. I would assume it would make it one of the better ones, because Steel is like a really good type. And Electric is also a really good type. But Pikachu clones also have not so great stats, so I don't know. I'll put it below Dedenne, because I think Dedenne is cuter. A little bit. Togedemaru's like kind of reminds me of Quilladin, I guess. I don't know. It's just like a ball. I would on the topic, bringing back the topic of Pokemon that I would use as the ball in volleyball, I would spike the shit out of Togedemaru. It would probably hurt. It'd probably hurt a lot because it's a Steel type and Electric type. It would not only shock me, but it would like I would punch it and it'd be like a cartoon. I would jiggle and my hand would turn red and comically large. But I would spike the absolute shit out of Togedemaru 100%. Now Mimikyu. Mimikyu is weird because it's technically not a Pikachu clone, but it's also a Pikachu clone and it's also like far and away the best one. I love Mimikyu. The propaganda worked on me for Mimikyu. Mimikyu was absolutely like propaganda. Like this was a propaganda Pokemon. This was a Pokemon they put on some art and they're like, "Hey guys, here's this cute Pokemon. Hope you like it. Buy our games." And I was like, "You know what? That's a cute Pokemon. I'm gonna buy their games." I love Mimikyu though. Hey, it's genuinely a good idea too. You know, it's a ghost type that thinks its own appearance is scary. And it sees how beloved Pikachu is. So it disguises itself as Pikachu so that it can be beloved too. You know? It's a meta commentary on Yokai Watch or something. I don't know. Bruxish. what many describe as the ugliest Pokemon of all time. I would not necessarily disagree per se. I think Smoochum and Galarian Meowth, a little worse on the ugly side. However, if we can do some live research real quick, Bruxish fish based on, let's just look that up. The reef triggerfish, that's what it was. Reef triggerfish. Can I get a look at some reef triggerfish real quick here? Look at that. That, oh, you can't see that. Hold on. Let me zoom, enhance. Where's the open image in new there it is. Enhance. That is a reef triggerfish. It is ugly as shit. It has the teeth. It has the lips. It has the gross bulging eyes. That just is what Bruxish looks like. So, after having done our research here, I would say I actually really like what they went for with Bruxish. Because they are using an intentionally ugly fish as a design, and they're making an intentionally ugly Pokemon. So, like, when people get upset that it's ugly, I'm like, yeah, it's ugly. That's the point. So, for rage baiting an entire generation of gamers, I'm putting Bruxish in S. Normally, I wouldn't put it here. I have no strong feelings towards this Pokemon at all. It's just an ugly fish. It's a single stage. I've literally ranted about how single stage evolutions are forgettable. But it rage baited everyone. It successfully rage baited all the Pokemon fans into thinking that it's the worst Pokemon of all time. And I respect it. I respect the hustle for Bruxish. I really do. So Bruxish is gonna go in the S tier. Because if Bruxish can rage bait, then so can I. God damn it. Drampa. Drampa's just cool. You know? He's just an old grandpa dragon. I just like him. He's just I'm old. It's just Gerson from Deltarune, but as a Pokemon. And also he came out before Gerson Deltarune. He didn't come out before Gerson Undertale though, so I guess old Tricky Tony has that on the Pokemon Company. I'm gonna put him below Trico because Trico was also old in the anime that one time. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet, but Trampa's it's just an old man who burns the house down of people who bully people. You know, he burn that is a real Dex entry. Drampa burns down bullies' houses because he just can, which honestly kind of based. I fuck with Drampa for that reason. I'm old. Delmise is cool as shit. Like this old haunted anchor that's covered in seaweed. Delmise is awesome. I'm putting him I'm putting him below Leavanny. Delmise is cool. I love Delmise. Now, Jangmo-o. This is Jangmo-o. I don't know. This is another one. I get all their names kind of confused. Jangmo-o is a small little dragon with some scales. It's pretty cool. Doesn't do a whole lot for me, but it's alright. I'll put it above Hisui and Sliggoo. Hakamo-o. Now this is when the line starts getting places, you know? I like how he's standing up now. He's got his fists covered. He's got his, like, brass knuckles on. I like him. I like his vibes, you know? It's like Pancham. He's ready for a fight. Except Pancham's a little more spunky, you know? And then Komodo. Komodo is just cool. Like, he's this big old decadent dragon with all these intricate scales, you know? I feel like this type could have probably been steel type instead of fighting type, but I understand if they didn't want to do that for, like, balance reasons. A steel dragon type is kind of crazy work to balance, even as, like, a pseudo. So I'll let it slide that it's not steel type. But he is just a cool guy. I like Komodo. I keep scrolling into the alchemies, and then I'm like, I go too far because there's a wall ice cream. I'm not supposed to be in the wall ice cream yet. That's gonna happen next week. Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko is far and away the best of the Kokos. Or the best of the Tapus. They aren't all Kokos, they're all Tapus. He is far and away the best. And even then, it's like, he's not that great. I'd put him here. But, like, the big feathers on his head, the yellow coloring is very vibrant. I like Tapu Koko a lot. Then Tapu Fini? No, this is Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele is also pretty decent. It's kind of a cute little creature. I like how it's more so hiding in its little egg thing more than, like, the others. That being said, it's not that great. Put it below, like, Bunnery. Or actually, I'll keep Bunnelby with Bunnery. I'll put it below Bunnelby. Then Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu's the worst. Its egg thing is the least pronounced. It's just kind of ugly. I do not care for it much at all. So I'm gonna put it above Licky Licky. Then Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini's also alright. Again, I like how the egg is a little bit more prominent on Tapu Fini. It's not like hiding in it like Tapu Lele, so I think it's a little worse than Tapu Lele. I'll stick it above Kakuna. I think that's fair. So the Tapus are, these three are good, and then Tapu Bulu's not great, and then that's kind of how I feel about the Tapus. They're whatever. Cosmog's just cute. You know, you hang out with it the entire game, so you get this big old fuzzy feeling and connection to Nebby. I love Nebby. I'll throw it above Ralts. It's cute. Cosmium, it's just kind of an egg. I don't think you can even see the eyes on it in this render. So I'm gonna put it like down here. Put it below Finian. Or, wait, no, that's Finian. No, that's Luminian. That's Finian. I'll put it below Finian. It's just kind of an egg. Then Solgaleo. Between the two, I think Solgaleo is the worst box legendary. I like it, but I don't know, something about it. Maybe it's the white. I think maybe the prominence of the white is just a little bit too much. So I'm gonna put it above Matang. I think that's fair for old Solgaleo. Lunala's cool though. You know, a big old crescent moon shaped bat. Like, that's what's up. That's what's up. I will put it above Furfrou. Had to stretch there. Then Nihilego. Alright, now we're getting into the Ultra Beasts, which I love the Ultra Beasts. Genuinely one of the coolest groups of Pokemon of all time. Nihilego is one of the best to ever do it. Fusing with Lusamine, genuinely like a creepy moment. Even beyond that, its design is just so unique and interesting. I'm gonna put it up here. Oh, I scrolled way too far. Buzzwole! There's something just hilarious about this buff-ass mosquito just running towards you at Mach fuck. It definitely gets to go up here, for sure. I put it above Gengar. I love Buzzwole. Pheromosa. It's a cockroach. Point loss. Beyond that, I like Pheromosa. I like the idea of like using pheromones to manipulate other creatures. That's an interesting thing to do. Also, I'll mention it with Pheromosa because I just now remembered it. All the Ultra Beasts, and this is part of what makes the Ultra Beasts so cool to me, is all the Ultra Beasts are based off of like invasive species. So like Pheromosa is a German cockroach. Nihilego is a type of jellyfish. I can't remember which type. Buzzwole is a tiger mosquito, lion mosquito, something like that. They're all based off invasive species, is the point. Which I think is a very... First of all, it's a good way to do like the alien Pokemon from beyond the stars, beyond the dimensions, you know? It's... Of course they're invasive, they're invading our dimension. But I also like... I like that it's a good way of like kind of doing meta commentary on Alola and Hawaii, and that Hawaii in real life is kind of experiencing an invasion of tourists and people and stuff like that. And I remember that being somewhat of a plot point in Alola, though obviously less pronounced, with stuff like the Aether Foundation. So, but I just think doing invasive species as like the interdimensional invaders is such a cool idea. The Ultra Beasts are so cool. Xurkitree, I love Xurkitree. It's just wires, but it's cool wires. So cool, I guess. Xurkitree can also go in S tier. A lot of Ultra Beasts are going to be in S tier. Just spoiler alert. I really love the Ultra Beasts. Celesteela. Celesteela is on the weaker side, though. I just... I'll give it an A+, but it is like on the weaker side of Ultra Beasts. You know, I just don't like the face. The face just doesn't do it for me. Kartana! Kartana's cool. He's a cool guy. Love him. Love Kartana. I'm gonna give him the old A+ tier treatment. High A+ tier treatment. Above Pumpkaboo. I like Kartana a lot. Guzzlord. Guzzlord's just funny, you know? I love his scream in the anime, where it's literally just like a guy screaming in pain. And put him above Giratina, actually above Crocodile. I love how he is like the most alien and bizarre and Lovecraftian. I just love Guzzlord. He's cool. He's just a cool fella. Necrozma. Another one I just love. I love how they were finally willing to do a villainous Pokemon again. It had been so long since Mewtwo, you know? As the last, like, Pokemon that felt like it was kind of its own villain with its own agency rather than just a slumbering god that evil guy number 556 decided to wake up for their evil plans. Necrozma is evil, just on its own. Like, it is stealing the light from I'm gonna put it below Gardevoir. It's stealing the light from all the dimensions and just eating it. And like it's awesome. And Ultra Necrozma was such a good boss fight. You know? One of the only times in the series a Pokemon just acting of its own accord is truly threatening. And I love that. I love Necrozma for like that unique flavor it brings to the series. There's never been another Pokemon like Necrozma, and there probably never will be another Pokemon like Necrozma. They didn't include Zenith Marshadow? That's interesting. Magearna. It's alright. It reminds me of those nannies in Toy Time Galaxy and Mario Galaxy. So that's cool, I guess. Go here. Marshadow. Marshadow. It's cute. I like the aesthetic of it's just like a shadow that's boxing. It's shadow boxing, if you will. I'll throw it above Frillish. Kind of where I'm feeling for now. It's kind of cute and it's cool, but that's just kind of it. I don't know. I've never been super attached to Marshadow. I know some people think Marshadow is the shit, but never been me. Poipole, the only Ultra Beast with an evolutionary line, which is interesting. Too bad it's kind of just fugly and is a worse Elgium. Where's Elgium? Where's Elgium? Where is Elgium, Jesse? Jesse, we need to find Elgium. I don't know where it went. Jesse. Oh, there's Elgium. I'm putting it below Elgium. I like Elgium more. Naganadel cool, though. It's based off those wasps that, like, lay their eggs inside of living tarantulas and then the eggs, like, chest burster them. Pretty messed up, but pretty cool. It can go below Mienshao. Actually, below Talonflame. Then we got Stakataka. It's just Legos. The Lego Pokemon. But you know what? It's cool Legos. It's the cool Lego Pokemon. So it can go above Avalugg. I don't know. I just like its eyes. Very, very sci-fi, you know, very sci-fi. Then Blacephalon. Clown. Are we calling clowns an invasive species? Perhaps. Perhaps. But I like Blacephalon. It's cool. I think it's similar to Xurkitree, but I like Xurkitree a little bit more. But I'm gonna rank them together. Because they've got a similar vibe going on. They're even doing the same pose, you know, the Frieza pose. But Blacephalon's cool. And I like that it just takes its head off and explodes it, and then just regrows another one. That's dope. Zeraora. Like, what were they doing here? They were, like, trying to recreate Lucario. Except electric type. And you know what? It worked, because I'm not like a huge Lucario fan, so it doesn't matter to me if they try to recreate Lucario. As a matter of fact, I'd say Zeraora is cooler because it's like yellow and spiky and stuff. I don't know. I'm just gonna rank it above Lucario and call it a day. I don't really have many opinions on it besides that. It's a mythical, so I've literally never used it ever. You know? Meltan. It's cute. Just kind of a Banjo and Kazooie nuts and bolts moment. I'll rank it below Sandygast. It's just kind of it. It's alright. Melmetal's cool though. I like his big old brass knuckles. Is that a nut or a bolt? I don't know. I just like his big old brass knuckles, and I like the like kind of T1000 vibe he gives by being the liquid metal, you know. Put him above Whirlipede, and that's that. That's Gen 7. We ended up filling our quota on S tiers because of the Ultra Beasts, but beyond that, there weren't a lot to really break into the S plus S tier category. Yeah. There you have it, folks. Another tier list Thursday in the books. Oh, that's not the right tab. Another tier list Thursday in the books. Only 2 more to go until we're done with Pokemon. I had more ideas for more tier lists beyond Pokemon, but I've since forgotten them. So, yippee. Yeah. Anyways, beyond that, again, I'm happy to be back with a not horrible sounding voice and not sniffling into the microphone every 2 seconds. Hopefully we will continue that trend of being back tomorrow. Yeah. It's really all there is to it. So, without further ado, later, Gators.